Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Kingdom Voyager class Optimus Primal. And I am so excited to have him in hand and showing him off. He is a great figure. This guy, I think, I'm torn on which of the Kingdom Beast Wars figures I like the most. But Optimus Primal here, I think, is a great new version of Optimus Primal. Maybe not quite as exciting as Black Arachnia, but he just does a lot, and having him alongside the Masterpiece figure just makes me really, really happy. So first we can get in on that gorilla head sculpt. I think that's an awesome head sculpt. It shows intelligence and curiosity, and I think that just looks really, really good. We can take off his swords, set those aside. If we want him to stand up kind of ape-man-y, he can. His arms and legs do support that, although he definitely feels like he fits more naturally in that four-legged pose, which I dig that a lot. I love that they gave his head the articulation he needs to look forward or up as needed. That's just a lot of articulation in that head. He isn't a perfect rendition of the screen-accurate Optimus Primal, which is not really what Kingdom has been going for with Beast Wars figures. It's just a new modern version of those designs. To compare him, here is Masterpiece Optimus Primal, and here, there's Masterpiece Optimus Primal popping his head off. Here we can see definitely this is the mainframe design, and then here's just a more traditional gorilla design. I like that I have both of these now. That looks really, really awesome. That just makes me very, very happy. He has his own great posability. The arms are very posable in monkey mode, which is exactly what we want to see on him. He can get deep curls on his biceps. His wrists swivel. He has articulating fingers. So yeah, you can get, whatever sort of mode, whatever sort of pose. You can get him beating his chest if you want, standing up, whatever you're looking for. This is just an awesome looking Optimus Primal. The legs are a little long when fully extended, but that's, the most, to me, a pretty minor complaint. And then he has a bit of a front butt. That is a little annoying also, but maybe it couldn't be avoided at this price point. But yeah, here's Optimus Primal, and he looks awesome. Again, the knees don't bend backwards in gorilla mode, but they do hold that position that you're looking for when you're trying to get him looking big and tough, like a silverback gorilla, like he should be. I really, really like that. In terms of the texturing and colors, yes, we can see a little bit of the robot mode, but that's just something that needs to happen with traditional Beast Wars designs. So I don't really fault the toy for that at all. And he looks really great next to his crew. Here is Optimus Primal next to Cheetor, and here is Rat Trap. And of course, in Wave 2, we get Dinobot and Air Razor, and then we're going to get Rhinox, and I'm just excited. I'm so excited to have the Beast Wars Season 1 crew all together. I am really, really looking forward to that. And if we want a look with the rest of the Wave 1 season crew that we've looked at so far, here is Black Arachnia, and then obviously next week we'll be seeing Megatron. So we'll have them all lined up, which I am super excited for. And then now we can get Optimus Primal transformed. Real quick, actually, I forgot two more comparisons. So I never had a original Beast Wars Optimus Primal. What I did buy as an adult collector, I've got the Transmetal 2 mold as Ape Link. Not really much to compare here. They're obviously going for very different designs, but I just wanted to show them off next to each other. I really like that I can have, Generations Optimus Primal and a same size Ape Link hanging out together. That just makes me really happy. The other thing I have is the Optimus Primal Optimal Optimus special edition version from SDCC and Power of the Primes. So here we have Optimus Primal and Optimus Primal, and obviously this does not make nearly as good a gorilla as the Kingdom Optimus Primal does. In terms of gorilla mode, Kingdom Optimus Primal is a real step up from Power of the Prime's Optimus Primal.
All right, it is time to announce the giveaway winner for Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Kingdom Vertebrake. This one was a smaller giveaway. Here we've got everyone who commented and said they wanted to enter the giveaway. I think 2 people, Trigger and Adam Edgmond, decided they didn't necessarily want to enter this giveaway. So we've got all those names over here. Equals ran between 1 and, what do we have, 8? 1 and 8. I guess I typoed something. Ran between, oh, is that a period instead of a comma? There we go. 6. 6 is Trembling Potato. Trembling Potato, congrats. Same rules as always. Reach out to me on, social media somewhere. Get me your shipping address discreetly, and I will get Vertebrake out to you as soon as possible. Thanks, everyone, and I'll catch you all on the next one.
So now it's time to get Optimus Primal transformed, and we're going to start out. It's a really simple transformation, which I think people were expecting. We take off his swords. We're going to come in, and the way his leg joints form in gorilla mode, his knee kind of has a double joint in it. We're going to straighten it out. And then that lets us separate the knee joint from the kneecap, which gives us the knee bend. We just flip his foot down. Same thing on the other side. Straighten, flip down. That's just always been a really satisfying armature to see in action. You might not be able to see that in action. Let's try it on this side. There. I like that a lot. That sort of robot detail really does a lot for me. And yeah, that's basically it on his legs. We can come in, flip his back up, flip around his lower body, bring down his arms. Now to get his robot chest and everything formed, we're going to come in and we're going to separate. The arms come out and we can push down. And we have to do it on this side. It just... There we go. You just got to apply enough force and you can unclick his back. When it's separated, you can flip around, bring up, and flip around to get his gorilla head out of the way and bring in his robot head. We're going to flip forward his chest plate, and we can recompress. While we're doing it, we can come in with our thumb here. Hopefully, let me see if I can get a finger in there to help out with those two. And then bring out those guns so we can see those. And then close up. Let's bring that camera up just a little bit. There we go. Let's flip his head down and out of the way a little bit. There we go. Make sure the head's in that position so it stays out of the way while he's in robot mode. And then once we have his torso closed up again, then we can rotate around his waist. And then we bring out these shoulders, make sure things are clicking into place properly. Bring up. Here a snap on both ends. And here we have Optimus Primal, Kingdom Optimus Primal, and he looks pretty great. You can have his butt flap down. You can have it up about so far. I just like to keep it down. I dig this Optimus Primal a lot. I dig it a lot. I think the details and the colors look great. This is Beast Wars Optimus Primal in the best version that we've gotten, I think, ever, except for the Masterpiece figure, which we'll show them next too. But again, that's a very different price point. This is $25. That one was, at least $100. Now, one thing I struggle with and I don't think this is universal, but just the way the swords fit into the handholds, you just got to make sure you get them in the right angle. But yeah, in terms of articulation and posability, he's pretty awesome. He's got good head waggle. And let's talk about that head sculpt for a second. That paint, oh, that's some really, really good paint right there. I love the red eyes. The white mask is super clear. That just looks awesome. But yeah, his head can turn up and down, side to side. The guns can turn up and down. I love the shoulder cannon pieces. No issues in articulation on the arms. The arms can go up into his shoulder pauldron pieces just fine. Bicep swivel. We've got deep articulation on the hand, which is awesome. We've got wrist rotation. The fingers can open and close. So you can really get, you can have him coming in with like a double-sided swiping attack or something. Like, he can do all sorts of stuff, which I dig a lot. Because of transformation, we do have a wiggle on the waist. He can go out very wide. Not quite the full Van Damme, but he can get out really, really far. Forward, 90 degrees. Backwards, you can get the butt plates out of the way and get very far backwards. The knee is double jointed, which I appreciate. Like, that's awesome. It kind of breaks the head sculpt, or the knee sculpt just a little bit, but it still seems just fine. And we've got a thigh, or a shin swivel, as well as everything else. And then, of course, it is a War for Cybertron figure, so we do get awesome ankle tiltage here. Yeah, he's just terrific. I have no real complaints on him. I really like what Kingdom has done with these figures. This is not like screen accurate Beast Wars Optimus Primal, but it is still a great Optimus Primal. I love the texturing, this fur that we got in gorilla mode and in robot mode. I think that's awesome. He does have, let's see if I can pry it out of here. You can push in from the inside to get his little launchers, his arm cannons out. So he does have that bit of playability, which I really, really dig and appreciate. Yeah, this is, for 30 bucks, I mean, this is an awesome Voyager. I've heard that Cyclonus is a good Voyager. It's just less interesting to me than getting this guy in hand. And yeah, I think Optimus Primal is such an easy recommendation. He looks really, really awesome. Let's see him next to his fellow Optimus Primals that we saw earlier. So here he is next to Power of the Primes Optimus Primal. And I like this as kind of a before and after thing. Like, here is, Cybertronian Optimus Primal, and then here is Earth Optimus Primal. I dig that. I totally get they're not going for the same thing. It's just a funny comparison to me. Then we've got the Ape Face mold, which was Transmetal Optimus Primal. So we can see here that, the Kingdom figures, the Voyager is a bit stockier than the old, I forget what that Ape Face, or Ape Link was called. Ape Link, what was that, like Ultra Class at the time or something? So we've known that War for Cybertron, that trilogy of Generations figures, shrank the Voyagers a little bit, but just the play pattern we get in them is really, really awesome. And then here are my two Optimus Primals standing next to each other. And I think this is just awesome. It makes me super, super happy. You can see little design changes. Like, they have these more angular knee pads on the Kingdom figure, stuff like that. But I mean, it's so clearly Beast Wars Optimus Primal. It's just excellent. I'm really happy that I've got both of them. And this is a figure that I'm absolutely breaking my rule on collecting with. I'm going to have both of these guys on my shelves, no problem. It makes me really, really happy to have Beast Wars figures, and I realize that I want, like, every version of them. The last thing, I guess, is let's take a look at the crew. Here we go. There's the, I was going to call them the Autobots. There's the Maximals all together. And then, Black Arachnia, she turns good eventually. That's how they look together. Yeah, getting this team filled out makes me so, so very happy. I'm picking up the Netflix Cheetor. I'm really looking forward to this 2-pack. I'm going to just grab all these guys. Optimus Primal is such an easy recommendation on my part. I think that if you're interested, you should absolutely pick him up. And you probably already have it if you're interested. But if you're not, and if you've been kind of on the fence about picking up Beast Wars stuff, I say still, like, definitely check him out. And here is your opportunity to pick one up. So we've got Optimus Primal right here. He's amazing. And here is a second one that I had pre-ordered way back in the day that I had forgotten about. So obviously I don't need two Optimus Primals. To that end, I am giving this one away. Just like last week's video with Vertebrake, this week I am giving away Optimus Primal. And to do that, it's very simple. All you have to do is leave a comment in the video below, or this video, say I would like to enter the giveaway for Optimus Primal. And then next week, during that video, I will randomly select and announce a winner during next Saturday's video. And that person can contact me, and then I will ship Optimus Primal out to them. So that's it for today's review. And thanks everyone for hanging out, and hope you win Optimus Primal, or if you don't have one, hope you get one because he is awesome. And I will catch everyone later. See ya!